Payoff pitched baseball in 1994 at JC Sports Replays, where we bring you the best baseball action from the Payoff pitch baseball field live from Jack Murphy Stadium on Monday, April 4th, 1994. It's the Atlanta Braves taking on the hometown San Diego Padres. First, let's take a look at the visiting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off and playing center field, it'll be Dion Sanders. Shortstop batting second, Jeff Blauser. The left fielder batting third, Ryan Klesko. First baseman Fred McGriff will do the cleanup. David Justice plays right and bats fifth. Batting sixth, third baseman Terry Pendleton. Batting seventh, the catcher Javi Lopez. Batting eighth and playing second, Mark Lemke. And on the mound for the Braves, Greg Maddux. Future Hall of Famer with 25 games started in real life in 1994, a 16-6 record, a sparkling 1.56 ERA, 150 hits and 202 innings, just 4 home runs, just 31 walks, and a solid 156 strikeouts. That's what the San Diego team will be up against today on the mound to start off this 1994 season. To combat Maddux, they'll send out a lineup that looks like this. Letting lead off, it's second baseman Bip Roberts. The shortstop Ricky Gutierrez will bat second. Tony Gwynn will play right field and bat third. Batting cleanup and playing left field, Phil Plantier. Batting fifth and playing center, Derek Bell. Archie Shanfrocco will play third and bat sixth. Playing first and batting seventh, Dave Staten. The catcher, Brad Ausmus, will bat eighth. And on the mound for your San Diego Padres will be Andy Benez. Benez in real life, 25 games started, a 3.86 ERA to go with a 6-14 record. 172 innings, only 155 hits, 20 homers, 51 walks, and 189 strikeouts. So a bit of a strikeout artist is Benez. And you can see all those toughs there. I just realized I did not record the fielding ratings, and I do not have my live feed up on my laptop, so bear with me for just a moment, and we'll get it going. There we go. Now I can see chat, so that'll be helpful. Let's do a little notation here. Well, first of all, Maddux. He's a B3, and everybody's a run 6 for pitchers, unless otherwise noted. Sanders is a center fielder C3-6 with a run rating of 8. Blauser is a C3, perfectly average. Arm doesn't matter, a run rating of 8. So some quickness at the top for Atlanta. Klesko is an F, 1, 7 arm, with a run rating of 7. McGriff, C3, arm doesn't matter, a run rating of 7. Justice, C1, arm 8, yikes, run 7. Pendleton is a third baseman, B3, thank God, no arm, run 6. Lopez is a C4-4. Pretty good arm there. Run 6. And Lemke is a C5. No arm, run 7. Benez is a C5. Run 6. Roberts at second, a D2. 7 run. Gutierrez at shortstop, a D1, 7. Gwynn in right field, D3, 6 arm, that's pretty good, and run 7. Plantier in left field, a C4, 7 arm, run 7. Apparently nobody's slow in 94. Center field, Derek Bell, D1, 6 arm, run 7. Shanfrocco, third base, C1, Oh boy, they cannot field. No arm, run 6. Staten, C5. It's the best one so far. Run 4, there's a slow guy. Housemas, C2, 3 arm, and run 8. So now that we've taken care of that, we can play some baseball. Let's fix this table again. And now we keep pushing it forward like this. Still need an inch or two. So without further ado, Bennis will take the mound, and he will face Deion Sanders to lead things off. Sanders a lefty, Ben is a righty. Deion steps into the box. They have to guard for a bunt here. Defense check, 88. Error left field possible. That's a 4. How about a 63? No error. That's a fly ball to left. No problem for Plantier. He makes the catch, and Sanders is retired. 1 away. Here's Blauser. Blauser from the right side. An 849. Tough pitch. And a single up the middle for Blauser. Fights it off. A jam shot. And he just got enough of it. The bat splinters and the ball just got over the pitcher's head. I assume his steal rating is a 3, so nothing doing there. Here's Klesko. Klesko, left fielder. Runner on first, 1 out. How about a 3? Another defense check. 70 is going to be error third base. That's a 1 for Gianfranco. How about an 06? That's probably an error. Yep. And what kind of error is it? Down to Gianfranco, and he boots it. He follows it over into foul territory, picks it up, but by the time Blauser's safe at second, and Klesko is safe at first on the E5. 7 showing, no base open, so no auto steal necessary. And here's Fred McGriff. McGriff with a monster year here, 34 homers in real life. Let's see how he starts things off. First and second, 1 out. Bennis from the stretch. 1081, patient. And fly ball to center. And the question is, will Blauser tag? If he's a 7 or higher, he will. Run rating's on the thing. So fly ball to center. Bell has to go back on it. He catches it in stride. And Blauser advances to third as the throw comes in. So first and third now, 2 outs. And here's David Justice. Dangerous hitter is Justice. Good power. Hits for average. Gets on base a lot. 2 outs, first and third. Bennis delivers to Justice. That's a 4. Wheelhouse. Oh, no. Wheelhouse 20. Right-handed pitcher. 1-48. Forget it. Justice drives this one to center field. Forget it. It's over everybody's head. Bell takes 3 steps and then stops to watch. 449 feet into the black and center. I don't know if Jack Murphy has black. I don't remember what it looks like, but that is a 3-run home run for David Justice. And the Atlanta Braves have taken a 3-0 lead here in the first, much to the chagrin of the San Diego faithful. Well, Justice rounds the bases like he's done it before, and you know he has. And it's 3-0. Here's Pendleton. 2 outs, Terry Pendleton comes to the plate. The former 1991 MVP. Thanks for that information, Dav. 5-17, patient. And this one is yanked into right field. Going to be in between. Going over is Gwynn. He will cut it off. The throw comes in. It's cut off, and Pendleton is into second with a 2-out double. He's a 3 steal, if you were wondering, not going anywhere. And here's Lopez. Avi. 24-year-old catcher for these Braves. Pendleton on second, 2 down, 3 runs already in against Bennis. There's an 893, tough pitch. Fly ball left field. Shouldn't be a problem for Plantier. He parks himself under it and makes the play. So 3 runs come in, 1 left. And it's 3-0 Atlanta after half an inning. Hope you folks are enjoying baseball today. I am. Happy to have kicked off this 1994 project here on JC Sports Replays. My name's Joe, and we'll be streaming every game of 1994 over the next 3 decades. Well, let's hope it doesn't take that long. Takes as long as it takes, folks. In any case, we've got one of the all-time greats on the mound and perhaps his best season. Greg Maddux steps in, takes his warm-up pitches. He'll face Bip Roberts to lead things off. Roberts, a switch hitter batting left. Had a solid season, hit over 300. Let's see how he does in the replay. 662, that's an in play against the righty. Maddux, 62, fly ball, fights it off to right field. He got jammed, and Justice makes the play to retire Roberts, one away. Here's Gutierrez, the shortstop. Maddux delivers, that is a 908. Tough pitch, and Gutierrez just watches it paint the corner. Couldn't do anything with that low outside pitch, and then ump brings him up. 2 away. Here's Gwynn. And Tony Gwynn hits Maddux maybe better than anybody on the planet. The left-hander steps in. Tony, thinking he might have a good year. He's feeling good. He's locked in. He's ready to go. And he's got to start his season against Maddux, so he hits well. How about a 494? That's an in play. That's going to be too high for anything. Gets good contact, but not deep enough. Justice waves back and makes the play. A 1-2-3 inning for Maddux. And he maintains the 3-0 lead as we head to the second. Vocal cords are loosening up on the second game here, and it's time for Mark Lemke to come to bat, followed by Maddux and Sanders. Lemke starting off his season. Benez is ready. How about a 708? That's a tough pitch, and that's a strikeout. Benez with a high heat. Lemke chased down. Couldn't lay off. 1 away. Here's Maddux. He's a pitcher hitting 9. How about a 10-11? Patient. And Maddux lays off. Benez tried to fool him on a 3-1. And Maddux wasn't biting. If anybody's going to know the strike zone, it's Maddux, right? So Maddux takes the walk. It's runner on first, 1 out. Here's Deion Sanders, who's 0 for 1 so far. The slow-footed Maddux ahead of him. Not going to make Sanders happy if he gets on base, but what are you going to do? 10-33. That's a patient. And a single up the middle, a chopping ball. Fielded deep in the hole by Roberts. He turns and fires, but Sanders beats it to first. So the infield hit for Sanders, showing off his speed. It's first and second now. 1 out, and here's Jeff Blauser. Blauser with occasional power, a professional hitter, knows the strike zone very well. Ben is in trouble early. First and second, 1 out. 3 runs in the first, and he's got runner in scoring position here in the second. They'd love a double play. 869, tough. Grounded down to second. That's going to be fielded by Roberts. He flips to Gutierrez, and no throw to first, no throw. So Sanders retired. Slid hard. Blauser reaches on the fielder's choice, and Maddux over to third. So first and third, Maddux at the former. Pardon me, Maddux at the latter, Blauser at the former, and it's Klesko with 2 outs. Klesko reached on an error and scored on that big home run by Justice back in the first. Hey, folks, it's only the second. This could get out of hand in a hurry if Bennis isn't careful. How about a 6-19? Tough pitch and strikes him out. That's what he needed right there. Settles down, comes inside, and Klesko swung through it, couldn't catch up with the inside fastball. So 2 runners left, no runs in, and 3-0 is the score as we head to the bottom of the second. Braves over Padres. Padres due up. Here's Maddux to face Plantier, Bell, and Gianfranco. Plantier bats from the left. He waits for the pitcher, Maddux. 8-71. That's a reroll. That was cocked. Still 71. 8-71. A base hit for Plantier up the middle. Did a good job of keeping his hands back and just tried to hit that one back through the box, and he does. So leadoff single for Plantier. And Maddux will face Bell with runner on first and nobody out. How about a 5-60? Patient. Not that patient. Grounder down to third. Let's see. Pendleton has it. He fires to Lemke at second. Makes the turn. Tough first. A 5-4-3 double play. McGriff digging it out. Nice play by McGriff. Plantier retired on the double play. Bell grounding out. There's two away quickly. Here's Gianfranco. Archie is ready. That's right. Maddux is ready. Throws however he wants. That's a 405 in play, and Gianfranco gets a hold of this one, drives it to the left center field. It's going to drop in. Klesko's chasing it. He cuts it off. Gianfranco's around first on his way to second. And Klesko hits the cutoff man, so Archie has a 2-out double. Nice piece of hitting there. And that'll bring up Dave Staten. How about a 619 in play? Pops it up on the infield. Roaming over is Lemke. He calls everybody off and makes the play. So one left. No runs. The Braves still lead 3-0 after 2. Padres will come back to the mound to face 4, 5, 6. McGriff, Justice, and Pendleton. Fred flew out to center his first time. Up 0 for 1. Get back in there. How about an 8-0-2? Tough pitch. Strikes him out. McGriff chasing the low outside pitch. He was fooled on that slider. There's one away. I don't know if Dennis threw a slider, but let's assume. Well, here's Justice. Hit the first pitch he saw back in the first. 463 feet away to dead center field. Dennis will have to be a little more careful with him. How about a 5-0-2 patient, and this, he is careful. Justice lays off the 3-1, and it's ball 4. So Justice with a 1-out walk, and here's Pendleton. Pendleton doubled. He's 1 for 1 on the season. 7-78, tough pitch. Makes solid contact, lofts this one out towards center. Bell is ranging, and he'll make the play. Justice retreats to first. There's 2 away. And here's Lopez. Javi is 0 for 1. About 785, tough. Grounded down to short. Gutierrez is there. Makes the play over to Staten. And that's 6-3 to retire the side. 1 left. No runs. The Braves holding on to a 3-run lead. They do not add to it. Padres coming up. They'll send Ausmus, Bennis, and Roberts up. The catcher, Ausmus, steps into the box. Bats right. Maddux is ready in a hurry. He's working in rhythm now. 5, patient. 51. Not that patient. Grounded down to third. Pendleton's there, and Ausmus is retired, 1 away. Here's Bennis. He's a 5 hitter. How about a 12? Wheelhouse, 17. Uh-oh. A base hit up the middle for Bennis. A ringing single for Andy. I don't know how Maddux is only going to give up 4 homers in this league with a wheelhouse on 12. Well, we'll figure it out. I guess he has to have a wheelhouse somewhere if he gives up homers. It's going to be a tough one to replicate, guys. I don't know how you're going to replicate that card, but maybe Joe knows a hell of a lot more about his game than I do. I assume he does. Here's Bip Roberts. Ben is on first. Maddux from the stretch. He could probably pitch from the windup with the pitcher on, but he doesn't. 7-99. Tough. Fly ball out toward left field. Klesko's there for the 2nd out. Roberts retired. He's 0 for 2 now, and Gutierrez coming up. Ricky was frozen on a Maddux curveball in the corner in the first. 2 outs. Ben is on first. About 7:53. Tough. And a base hit. Gutierrez up the middle. Ben is a 6. Hold on a second. I gotta check something. He'll get over to third. And Gutierrez with a 2-out single. And now they're threatening. And they've got the dangerous Tony Gwynn coming up. Gwynn flew out to right his first time up. Maddux takes a deep breath. Checks Gutierrez. He's not going anywhere. Now with Gwynn up. And it's a 6:63 in play. Tony's not that good. Grounded down to third. Fielded by Pendleton. He'll go the short way to get Gutierrez. Gwynn technically reaching on the fielder's choice, but the end result is no runs, 2 left. And after 3, the Padres trail Atlanta 3-0. Bennis will come back to the mound. He's going to face Lemke, Maddux, and Sanders. We're in the 4th. Braves lead 3-0 here on opening day, April 4th, 1994. Lemke comes up. He struck out his first time. 681. Tough. Tough noogies it is. Fly ball to center. Bell's there. And Lemke's 0 for 2. Here's Maddux. He walked and was stranded on third back in the second. How about a 3? That's a defense check. 21 is the shortstop range. It's going to be Gutierrez. He's a D. Get in there, will you? 13. That's probably going to be a hit. It is. It's going to get past him. 9 on the hit. That's going to be a base hit for Maddux. So he's got a walk and a single. And that'll bring up Sanders. Keon's 1 for 2. Maddux on first, not straying far. 1 out. Top of the 4th. The dice are jumping today. Thank God they're not jumping far. 1089. Patient. Grounded down to second. No chance for a double play. They'll get Maddux on the 4. Sanders beats the throw by a mile. So he's on a fielder's choice. But even a 10 doesn't give him an auto steal. So 2 outs. Dion on first. Benez with a couple of throws over. And finally, he looks like he's ready to pitch to Blauser. Last glance at Sanders, who's dancing around trying to distract him. Blauser's ready. Jeff is 1 for 2, by the way. 568. Patient. And 66 is where it stops against righties. So 68 is a grounder down to second. No problem for Roberts. And will he go the short way? I don't know. Let's see. He flips to the bag at second to get Sanders. Blauser reaches on the fielder's choice, but that's the inning. No runs, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0 Braves. Maddux to face the heart of the order, Plantier, Bell, and Gianfranco. Midlife crisis. He did a Maddux replay in Deep Drive last year, and the results are crazy accurate, so I'm guessing he doesn't know what he's doing with Payoff. Deep Drive's his other game? Well, we're going to find out, right? Good times, man. Good times. 94 Maddux. I'm sure he does, man. I'm sure he does. Just sometimes, it's the curious part of me. You look at that 12 wheelhouse and figure 1 out of 36 times against the guys in this set. That's pretty crazy, but yeah, I'm sure you're right. So here we are, Plantier. 1 for 1 on the day. And I love this game, man, so I have confidence. 376. That's a tough. 76 is too high for everything. A fly ball to center. Sanders makes the catch. Plantier's retired. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Derek Bell. He's 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play back in the second. How about a 973? Another tough. Got a lot of those on Maddux card. Grounded down to second. Lemke's there. Flips to McGriff. And that's 2. Here's Gianfranco. He doubled back in the second. A ringing double into left center. About a 780. Another tough. And another lofted ball to center. Sanders has to go back a few steps on this one. Now he's coming in, and he hasn't. A 1-2-3 inning for Greg. His first since the first. Settling down against the heart of this order, and it's 3-0 Braves going to the 5th. Here's Bennis. Klesko will lead it off. 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored back in the first. 643, tough. Strikes him out. Klesko chasing a low fastball that had some sink to it, and there's 1 away. Here's McGriff. He's 0 for 2. Bennis is a strikeout pitcher. It's a 721. And he's living up to his advanced billing. McGriff now 0 for 3. Another strikeout for Bennis. Let's see, that's his 4th so far. And here's Justice. Dave's 1 for 1. A 3-run homer back in the first and a walk in the third. No, Deep Drive is by Chris Whip, but Joe's been doing it a lot longer. Oh, gotcha. Heard good things about Deep Drive. I'd like to try it sometime, but I'm too enamored with Payoff pitch right now. 983 is a tough. Big number here. Another lofted ball to center. I've seen a few of those today. Cavernous center field. The wind must be blowing in, and Bell has it to retire the side. A 1-2-3 for Bennis this time. First time he's done that today. Settling down a little. And it's 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Maddux will face 7-8-9. Staten, Ausmus, and Bennis. Staten 0 for 1. He popped it up on the infield his first time up. 560. Patient, and a base on balls to Staten. A rare walk by Maddux. Staten just stayed back and laid off the breaking pitch. And Maddux didn't get the call. Well, that'll bring up Asmus. He's 0 for 1. How about an 11.92? In play. Fly ball left field. Klesko coming in. Makes the catch for the first out. Staten will go back to first, and Bennis will come up now. If you're wondering, he's an A bunter, and this might be a spot. Try to move runner into scoring position with less than 3 outs. About a 68 on the A. That's definitely going to be a sacrifice hit. So Bennis gets it down. Maddux will field it. Takes his time. No play at second. He'll throw over to first. And Staten on to second into scoring position with 2 outs. For the dangerous 300-plus hitter, Bip Roberts. Bip is 0 for 2 today. Maddux a glance at Staten. He's not too worried about him. And Roberts waits, bat waving slightly. He's got 2 fly balls on the day. He'd like to straighten those out a little. About a 10.72. Defense check. Possible error on the shortstop. That's going to be Blauser. He's a 3. 58. That's going to be an out of some sort. Let's see how it goes down. That's a 9. Not going to get him at third, obviously, so he's going to go only 1 play for Blauser. Then he fires to first to get Roberts. So Staten is stranded. 1 left, no runs. After 5, 3-0 Braves. Bennis holding his own here after a rocky first. We'll go to the 6th. It'll be Pendleton, Lopez, and Lemke. Hey, Doug Hunt. Go Braves. So far, so good. 3-0 against the lowly Padres club, as far as I could tell. I didn't check the standings. I knew who the front runners were this year. And I don't think San Diego would be among them. So here's, Pendleton to lead things off. He's 1 for 2. Doubled in the first. Flew out to center in the third. 6.82. That's a tough pitch. And he fights it off out towards center. Bell with room. And Pendleton is retired for the first out. We'll bring up Lopez. Flew out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Bennis from the windup. 10.81. Patient. Once again, a really high number. Lopez stays back. Drives this one to center. Going back on it is Bell. He'll have room. And he makes the play to retire Lopez for the second out of the inning. That brings up Lemke. A strikeout and a fly out. 0 for 2 himself. Sounds great. So far, so good, man. Maddux on the mound with a lead. You got to feel good. 8.58. Another tough pitch. That's out of the range, so this one's on the ground at third. Gianfranco is there, takes his time, and fires across the Staten to retire Lemke by a step. A 1-2-3 inning for Bennis. He's got 2 in a row now, and he's retired the last 8 he's faced. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Maddux will face 2-3-4. Gutierrez, Gwynn, and Plantier. This is where the Padres need to get something going. Gutierrez 1 for 2. A strikeout back in the first. A single in the third. Ricky waits. Maddux deals 5.84. Patient. Once again, a really high number. Grounded down to short. Blauser is there over to McGriff. And Gutierrez retired. Bennis was a decent pitcher. Had a solid season here, but he's up against it today. Not much offense backing him. And a good Braves lineup with probably the best pitcher in the set on the mound. Well, here's Gwynn. He's 0 for 2. Uncharacteristic, Tony. He's due 1 out of every 3, you know. Are you watching the Pete Rose thing? I'm watching some kind of crime drama. Babe's sitting over here watching TV with her headphones on. In any case, Gwynn waits with 1 out. Maddux deals. It's a 5.64. Patient, once again, too high. Grounded down to third sharply. Pendleton is there. Double clutches and throws out Gwynn by half a step. Tony's 0 for 3 now. Not a good start. And here's Plantier. 1 for 2 on the day is Plantier. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Padres trying to get something going against Maddux. 7.24. Not this time. Plantier chasing a breaking ball. He looks bad. And that'll be the third out. A 1-2-3 for Maddux. He's retired 6 in a row. We'll go to the 7th. And Ben is trying to hang in there. Maddux going to lead things off. Well, that doesn't do any good. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk. He's reached both times. You're new here, real quick. How does the dice roll manipulate the hit? Okay, Xavier. Fred McGriff, a.k.a. the Crown Dog. 200 subs now, Doug. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd probably be doing better if I'd actually post some content. So we're going to try to do at least a video a day for the next 3 weeks until I go on a little vacation. So, but thank you. I really appreciate that. It feels great. I'm having a lot of fun. Just wish work would let up so I could stream more, but here we are. So listen, Xavier, we roll 2 6-sided dice. We reference the pitcher's card. It tells us what kind of pitch it's going to be. There's 5, actually maybe 6 basic options. Okay, wheelhouse means the pitcher left it where the batter's going to get good contact. Patient means the batter is likely to walk, although they can occasionally get a base hit depending on the kind of batter you're dealing with. Tough means the pitcher is likely to record a strikeout. And in play means the defense is going to do its job, and most of the time it's hit on the ground or in the air. It could be a base hit, but most often going to be an out. So wheelhouse and patient favor the batter. Tough and in play generally favor the pitcher. There are exceptions for some good, really good hitters and situational hitters, but that's basically how it works. There's also defense, which sends us to a defensive chart for basically a defense check for either an error or a base hit, depending on whether it's range or error. And then there's ballpark, where we're going to reference the ballpark chart to see if the batter is going to have a pitch in his wheelhouse or if he's going to just have something in play. And that's basically a ballpark effect. So it's a pretty cool game. I like the mechanic. After you roll the 2d6, you're going to reference the 2d 10-sided dice for a number from 1 to 100. I used red as the first number, so this would be a 26, right? You reference the appropriate pitch column or pitch zone. So if it's wheelhouse and it's 26 here on the number 10, it'd be a home run. That's basically how it works. Gwynn hit 429 versus Maddux in his career with 0 Ks. I know, it's nuts, isn't it? He didn't strike out today, did he? No. So it's a pretty fun game. We got Greg Maddux leading things off here in the 7th. Ground ball or a can of corn. You basically give us the narrative of the game. It's like, and you're digressing whether a pitch is a walker, maybe. Yeah, I try to put some flavor to it based on the kind of pitch and the kind of hitter. So yeah, more or less. There's a Greg Maddux documentary on MLB Network tonight. That's pretty cool. Is that where that clip came from of people talking about how he called his own pitches based on how he caught the ball back from the catcher? That was a pretty fun piece of information. So Maddux leading off. He is a 9-hitter. He's 1 for 1 with a walk today. 828. That's a tough pitch, and this time Bennis has him, strikes him out to start the 7th. Oh, cool. I'm going to check that out before I go to bed. So 1 away here, top of the 7th for the Braves. They lead 3-0. And it's Deion Sanders due up. 1 for 3 on the day is Deion. 790. So 7 is a tough pitch, and 90 is going to be on the out range. That's a grounder down to second. Vip Roberts is there, has time, and flips to get the speedy Sanders by a step. Second out of the inning. That'll bring up Blauser with 2 outs. 1 for 3 with a run scored for Blauser. 2 down here, top of the 7th. And Ben is from the windup. About a 595. That's a patient, but a real high number is going to be a fly ball left field. Plantier has room, and he'll make the play. Medium deep for the 3rd out of the inning. Blauser retired. He's now 1 for 4. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th after the 7th inning stretch. Maddux will come back out, and he will face Bell, Shanfrocco, and Staten. 3-0 Braves. I don't know what my wife's watching, but it's footage of Bruce Jenner in the decathlon back in the day. Caitlyn Jenner, whatever, however correct you want to be, but it was Bruce at the time. And with his haircut, I never realized how much he looks like Pete Rose. Kind of weird. Anyway, let's keep it clean. Here's Derek Bell leading off against Maddux. He's 2 ground balls today. Is Bell 0 for 2. Maddux is cruising at the moment. Let's not jinx him. 8:49. Strikes out Bell. Took something off, and Bell swung over the top. He's completely fooled there. Maddux has it going at the moment. He's warm. He's working in rhythm. Lopez is giving him whatever he wants and making a nice target for him. And he's moving right along. Here's Gianfranco, a double and a fly ball, 1 for 2. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Braves 3-0. 8:22, another tough, another strikeout. This one looking. Gianfranco could not get the bat off his shoulder. That one broke back over the plate and caught the outside corner. And the professor is teaching today on opening day, 1994. Here's Staten. Staten 0 for 1, a pop-up on the infield and a base on balls. He does, right, Doug? It's kind of weird. So here's Maddux, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Staten. Oh, we got a bad runner. You're going to have to give me a second. Try not to look at my legs too much. That went behind my file cabinet. Shucks. Really? The lights have gone out here in the stadium. Pardon the interruption, folks. We've lost power to the broadcast. We don't know what you're seeing. Oh, there's a 6-sided die from another errant die roll. But that doesn't help us at the moment, as the camera is disoriented. Where the hell did this thing go? There it is. I see it. They've been jumping all day. They've just been looking to get away. And one finally made it out of the ballpark. All right. It's a heavy file cabinet with a lot of stuff on it. Great as a camera anchor until everything goes to crap. Apologies for the interruption, folks. Let's get everything lined back up as nicely as we can. Yeah, a little closer. A little tilt like that. Get the ballpark back in alignment. We had an opening day earthquake here in Jack Murphy Stadium. I hope everybody's all right. It was only a 3 on the Richter. But we felt everything shaking, and the power went out for just a second. We'll resume this at bat. Yum says play ball. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Staten at the plate. Let's finish that roll. It's a 5-61. Patient, and another walk for Staten. Maddux doesn't walk a lot of guys. Staten's got 2 of them against him tonight. So Staten's on first, and here's Ausmus. We don't need that 6-sided. That was a Stratomatic game a while ago. Ausmus is 0 for 2. This one's really trying to get away today. It's a 10-75. Defense check. Error, shortstop. The shortstop, Gutierrez, is a E1. Oh, no, sorry, we're looking at Blauser. Blauser's a 3. An 84 should not be an error. Nope, that's going to be the final out one way or another. Pops it up on the infield. Ausmus swinging too hard, thinking about making it a 3-2 game. Blauser calls everybody off back a second and makes the play. So 1 left, nothing doing. No runs. And it is 3-0. We'll head to the 8th. Bennett is due to lead off, bottom of the 8th, so he'll probably get 1 more inning of work here. RJL Network. What's up, Robert? How you doing, my friend? How's Inside Pitch treating you? Starting off a little 1994, every game on the channel replay here. And we've got Maddux against Bennis. Maddux with a 3-0 lead as we head to the 8th. Bennis will face the heart of the order. Klesko, McGriff, and Justice. Actually, hold on a second. Bennis will be fatigued, so I'm lying. He's actually going to be done after 7. So we're not bringing out a fatigued pitcher in a 3-0 game. So a moment and a station break while we go to the bullpen. Almost forgot he'd given up 3 early. And that means he'd be fatigued in the 8th inning. So let's see who they're going to bring out to deal with what we got. Lefty, lefty, and lefty. So guess what? We're going to look for a lefty. And it's going to be Pedro Martinez. Not that Pedro Martinez, the other one. So Bennis goes 7. Let's see his line. How you doing, RJ? What's new? Inside Pitch is awesome. You did a 1994 restart with Payoff Pitch as your first season when you started doing this crazy stuff. Oh, cool, man. So you played out the end of the season? I don't want to know how it turned out. I want to find out the hard way. That was like an earthquake moment, like 1989. Exactly, right? So let's see. Ben has went 7. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 hits. He pitched well. 3 runs. Let's see. Would that be a... How many earned runs is this? 1 out, a single. That's no earned runs. The homer came after an error, and that would have been the 3rd out. So the homer, no earned runs for Bennis in 7. Walks and strikeouts, let's see. 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. But no earned runs for Bennis, and he can only lose it against Greg Maddux. Ain't that a tough one? He started with August 12th and moved forward. If you want to watch it, have it on a playlist. Yeah, I might check it out. I'd be a little curious. But I don't want any spoilers either. This is going to take me a long time, so I'll probably forget by then. In any case, Pedro Martinez, not that guy, this guy, that other guy's on the Expos this year, comes in, 48 games, 1 start in real life, 3 saves, 52 hits in 68 innings, a 3-2 record, a 2.90 ERA. He walked 49 in 68 innings, holy crap, and struck out 52. He'll face Klesko, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error and scored, and struck out twice. Won't tell you a thing. Thank you, sir. Even if I do watch, I don't want spoilers for that. 998. Tough fly ball, right field. Gwynn is there. And Klesko retires. Well, here's McGriff. Fred's 0 for 3 today, a couple of Ks. 531. Defense check. It's going to be center field range. That's going to be Bell. He's a D. And that is a 70. That should be fine. Bell's there and makes the play. A couple of steps to his right to retire McGriff, who goes 0 for 4 so far. Here's Justice. Dave, responsible for the only runs of the game. A big 3-run homer back in the first, all unearned off Bennis. And he is 1 for 2 with a walk in that homer today. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Braves lead 3-0. Here's the pitch from Martinez to Justice. 847, tough. And that's a base hit up the middle. Fights it off. A little jam shot, but he found his way through. Just got enough of it on the barrel. I'm sure 8 is not a steal. It is not. And that'll bring up Pendleton with 1 out and a runner on first. How about an 1150? Patient. Grounded down to first with the 5. That's going to be Staten there. He's going to flip to Martinez covering and get out of the inning. So no runs, 1 left for Atlanta, top of the 8th. They're holding on to that 3-0 lead with dear life. And Maddux comes back out for the 8th. And Martinez is due to be the hitter. So we'll see a pinch hitter for Martinez. So he goes 1. Gives up 1 hit and nothing else. Yep. Let's see who the pinch hitter will be as we get the pitcher's cards in order. How's everything going, RJ? What's your current project? I know you're playing inside pitch, but haven't had a chance to check too much out lately. And guys, if you don't follow RJL, please go check him out. He's a high energy, very good stream. And really, really calls a good game. I could learn a lot from him. So we got a righty on the mound in Maddux. Let's see who's going to hit against him. Looks like Tim Hires is going to get the call. Hires is going to come on to pinch hit. To lead off here in the bottom of the 8th. Try to get something going for the Padres against Maddux. Oops, Hires got a slippery card. No fingerprints on it yet. How about a 773? Another tough. Man, he's been in the tough all day. Grounded down to short. Blousers there. Over to McGriff, and Hires is retired. 1 away. Routine. You get anyone out except Bleeping Tony Gwynn. That seems to be the case, although today he's got Tony's number. Tony's 0 for 3. It's one of those things that doesn't translate well. So here's Roberts. Roberts 0 for 3. 790. Nobody's had any. That sevens are just coming up for Maddux today, too. Another grounder to Blauser. Takes his time. A strong throw to McGriff, and Roberts is out by a step for the second out. Bottom of the 8th, 2 down. It's Gutierrez coming up. About a 9. That's tough. Of course it is. 85. Grounded down to Blauser. Boy, it's been that kind of inning, hasn't it? 3 straight ground balls to Blauser, 3 straight throws to McGriff. And the Padres are down to their final 3 outs. A 1-2-3 inning for Maddux. The last time he gave up a hit. He hasn't given up a hit since the 3rd. And, well, no, Javi Lopez is not going to pitch for the Padres. That'd be weird. Looks like they're going to bring in Mauser. Tim Mauser will be the pitcher for San Diego. And he will try to keep the score right here. In Jack Murphy Stadium, top of the 9th, Braves lead 3-0. It's Lopez, Lemke, and Maddux due up, and you can bet Maddux is hitting for himself. 69 season is about to start the pennant race. Oh, very nice, RJ Hill. That's a great season. It's funny how a lot of us play the same kind of seasons. I'm doing 69, 73. I just ordered 48, and now I started 94. I don't think 48 is real popular. 69 is a super popular season for broadcasters and for baseball sim players in general. How about a 9? Tough pitch for Mauser. 0-1. That's a strikeout for Lopez. He's 0 for 4. Chase that one. Javi was thinking homer and a little insurance. And here's Lemke, 0 for 3 so far. Switch hitter batting left. How about an 8? In play, 0-8. A base hit, a trickler through the middle. Nobody can get there, and Lemke finds himself on at first. Well, I'll bring up Maddux. He's an A bunter. And he says, what the hell? Why not get the guy in scoring position if you can? 72 is going to do the job. 3 means it was fielded by the first baseman. So nice bunt down the first base line. Excuse me. Fielded by Staten. He flips to Roberts covering first, actually. And Maddux with the sac hit. Technically 3. A 4 will score it. And Lemke on to second with 2 outs. And now it's Neon Dion coming up. Sanders with runner in scoring position. He's 0 for 4 today. Pardon me, 1 for 4 today. How about a 5 from Mauser? That's an in-play, 44. It's going to be an out of some sign. It's popped up on the infield. Shanfranco calling everybody off. Drifts over toward the mound a little bit and makes the play. 4 to 3rd out of the inning. So the bullpen does their job. They keep it right there, 3-0. Now it's up to Maddux to see if he can get through the heart of the order with Gwynn, Plantier, and Bell. Wouldn't have it any other way, folks. Bottom of the 9th, 3-0. Can the Padres get something going? Or is it just Maddux's opening day? 3 division races are up for grabs. And 3rd in the AL East is very tight. That's awesome, man. Love it when a replay comes down like that. Well, here's Gwynn. Uncharacteristically 0 for 3. Usually does very well against Maddux, but Maddux has it working tonight. The professor has been teaching class. Maddux looks in. Gwynn waiting. Crouched over the plate, trying to crowd the inside half. 870. That's another tough for Maddux. Jesus, man. And Gwynn gets this one off the end of the bat out the opposite field. Not hit deep. Klesko ranging over and makes the play. Gwynn is 0 for 4 to start his quest for 494. Well, that'll bring up Plantier. He's 1 for 3. Plantier has power, but a homer still won't do it right now. How about a 7-17? Plantier swings over the top of a changeup. Strikeout from Maddux, and the Padres are down to their final out. That'll bring up Derek Bell. Bell is 0 for 3. The strikeout victim himself back in the 7th. Maddux gets the ball, immediately goes to his set position, not wasting any time. Lopez waits. Bell calls time and steps out of the box. Maddux takes a little walk around the mound. Lopez trots out and they have a conversation. I think they're talking about where they're going to dinner. Here comes the umpire to call it off, and Lopez doesn't let him get out there. He'll just walk back. Lopez says something to Bell on his way past, and Bell gives him a glare and laughs. Bell back in the box now. Maddux on the rubber. From the windup and the pitch to Bell. It's an 8:30, another tough, amazing, and Maddux paints the corner. Bell doesn't get the bat off his shoulder. That's the ball game. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Greg Maddux and the Atlanta Braves. Come into San Diego on opening day and take a 3-0 victory. The player of the game, I don't even know what his pitching line is, but guess what, folks? It's Greg Maddux with the shutout today. This win makes him 1-0 on the season. Venice with a hard luck loss. Gave up 3 runs, none earned. Finale's going to go down to the wire. That's awesome, man. So let's take a look at Maddux's line. He goes the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4-hitter. No runs, none earned, no homers. Walks and Ks. 1 and 1. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 4. 2 walks, both to the same guy, and 6 strikeouts. Dave Staten had the best day against Maddux with 2 walks. And Andy Bendis had a hit, go figure. But in the end, it's Maddux with a 4-hit complete game shutout to get his first victory and put the Atlanta Braves in preliminary first place on opening day. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun ball game. Maddux was dealing, and Bendis pitched really well, but didn't have a chance. Mauser, by the way, 1 hit, 1 K, if you're checking out the lines. Nothing else. And the final score from Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego on April 4th, 1994. The Atlanta Braves visiting with 3, and the San Diego Padres, none. Folks, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have some ice cream with my wife now. And we might watch a little bit of Netflix. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Doug, I really appreciate it. RJL, Xavier, and everybody else who stopped by. Dav, who's always there. You guys are the best, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. 200 subs, and we're on our way to 2 million. Well, maybe not. I mean, we are on our way to 2 million. We just probably never get there. Anyway, it's been a good time. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night with the next game in our 1994 replay. Yeah, not tonight. It's too late. I want to hang out with the wifey a little bit. The next game in our 1994 replay will feature the Chicago White Sox and Jack McDowell against the Toronto Blue Jays and Juan Guzman. Until then, see you guys around 6 p.m. Monday evening for the next game in 1994. Every game on the channel. See ya.